I'll be honest, I'd hoped that private tutor to the Duke's daughter would be okay, but there was a gnawing sense in the back of my mind that this would turn into a lolly harem bait show from episode 1, and that feeling turned out to be correct. That's not my only issue with this anime, mind you. The first episode promised a pretty interesting take on a fairly standard fantasy setup, but quickly devolved into girls throwing themselves at the main dude because he's the first non-blood related guy who didn't belittle them, and mostly unrelated daily problems that don't impact the plot for most of its runtime. Yeah, that just makes this come across as a bad harem. Like, I get it, the dude's a commoner with impressive skills, revolutionized magic theory while in school, and helped out all these prestigious families, so they're indebted to him. But I also feel like his story is much more interesting than the main heroine's, so why the fuck is it focused on these privileged girls too young for him crying sensei in unison because he patted someone else on the head? I said in my first episode review the cast could be annoying. Turns out they were. Aside from that, the plot just kinda meanders about while dropping hints about the main girl's magical power, but the mini-arcs don't contribute, feeling more like a slice of life school problems after the halfway point, when it desperately wants to be a romance and adventure show based on just how often it shoehorns in fights and magic. It's trying too much with little direction, a grating and tired cast dynamic, heavy reliance on ham-fisted cliches and metaphors, while also having its animation fall off after just a few episodes. Yeah, it's not the worst anime this season, but there were far better offerings out.